Imagine calling the fire department, but no one answers the phone. With a lack of volunteers, this could become a reality. News 4's Will Polston spoke with a local fire chief about the struggles of recruiting first responders.
If you've ever called a fire department to respond to a fire in your home, there's a good chance that the person who put it out was a volunteer. According to the U.S. Fire Administration, 78% of Alabama's fire departments are made up of volunteers. While Slocum does have a few paid positions, their backbone is made of people volunteering their time.
And we rely on those volunteers to respond, especially to structure fires and serious motor vehicle accidents, because it requires so much more manpower to allow those incidents to be managed safely.
The Fire Administration says 85% of all fire departments across the nation are mostly volunteer-based. Unfortunately, for many fire chiefs, there are a few hurdles that keep them from finding serviceable volunteers. Some restraints are physical.
There's a large number of training requirements that obviously they have to have so that they can perform the service when they get out on the streets.
While other challenges are a bit harder to work around.
With the time management these days, people having to work 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet, it's understandably hard for those folks to find time to volunteer, so we understand that totally.
In many cases, people find it hard to run into a burning building free of charge. While stations are afloat right now, Slocum Fire Chief Kyle Hovey says now is the time for a change.
The tax structure right now is not set up to fund paid firefighters and EMTs in most towns, but due to this critical volunteer shortage, our elected officials do need to look at and consider future funding sources to make that happen.
In Slocum, Will Polston for your hometown news leader.
Geneva County has a meeting scheduled for May 4th to discuss the funding of public safety. This meeting is set to take place at the Geneva Fire Station.